Greetings to you all, my dear beautiful family. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time zone and of course the time that you watch this video. How are you? How am I? I'm good, as you can see, and I thank God for this beautiful moment. Let me take a minute and welcome all the new people to the house. Welcome. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel and becoming part of this beautiful and amazing family. To you, my returning subscriber, what would I do without you? Just imagine, without you, Mary TV would not be here. Just know that your like, your view, and your comment is paramount in this channel. My moderators, those that have joined my membership, those who do super chat me, asante, asante sana. Nawapenda like, hey, from here to Timbuktu. My secret admirers, the fence sitters, please, before you watch this, give it a thumbs up. It's free of charge. If you're coming across this channel for the first time, just know this is a reaction channel. And therefore, if this is not what you like, you can check out in the next channel. So my people, this issue to do with Dimango and her white boyfriend is making people not to sleep. And by the way, I knew it very well. The moment Dimango came out and, did that type of content, the naysayers would not sleep. Like, it is paining them. It is like, they have suddenly woken, I don't know from which hole. Everyone is talking. Everyone is taking us back, back to the Philippines, back to Jamaica. I don't know, back to, which other country is this? Is it Sweden? Yeah, back to Sweden. Italy, I don't know where and where. Like, everyone wants to bring out their own shenanigans on the streets. As if they did not have anything to talk about. Greetings to you, Karrot. I heard you asked about where is Mary TV. I'm here. I'm not getting out of these streets any time soon. Okay. So, guys, sometimes I sit and listen to these ladies and I'm like, this world is full of drama. Yes, Dimango has brought this man out. What is your business in this matter? Why does it pain you? Like, seriously, why would someone sit down and make a list of 7 men? I'm talking about foreign men. So let me take a moment and mention those men. We have JB, the Philippines. We have Aaron Dante, America. Do you get it? We have Atita, a Kenyan who resides in America. We have Kish My World. If you don't know Kish My World, this is a Kenyan guy that stays in Sweden. And there's a time when Dimango went to Sweden, Kish My World took him around. And previously, before Dimango, Mara was there and Kish My World did host him. We have this Jamaican guy who stays here in Kenya, Jam Tours. Those are 5. And then we have Kino. By then, Kino was mentioned. Jamaicans in the house, Wagwan. Kino was mentioned. Kino, all the way in Jamaica. And then there were 7. Who is this other, the 7th man? Okay, as I remember, I'm going to bring them out here. And guess, Michele Ponte. 7 foreigners versus 1 African girl. And guys, it's so crazy. Of the 7 men that I've mentioned, how many of them did Dimango date? Of the 7 foreigners. And one thing with these naysayers is that they are so thick-minded. They are blinded with jealousy that they intentionally refuse to come out and bring the real, situation. How comes they are pegging all these 7 men to Dimango? And now this one that Dimango introduced recently, according to them, this will be the 8th foreign man that Dimango has nabbed. Like, seriously, can't a girl just be someone like Kish My World? That is a friend. Kino is a friend. And by the way, this thing to do with Kino, the first time Dimango went to Jamaica and then through Christmas, at least, she got to know Kino. These ladies never gave Dimango a moment just to explore Jamaica. They were on her neck. Oh, Dimango is dating Kino. Oh, Dimango wants Kino. Oh, Kino does not want Dimango. And Dimango came out so many times to say they don't have anything in between them other than just being friends. How many times do you want someone to keep on repeating themselves? Why do you want to force matters? Like, why? I listened to such like Karrot, BB, Koko Mama on trending, and I was like, oh my God, oh my God. Why do you feel that all these foreign men that Dimango does content with, or rather has a connection to, must end in the bed? Why do you think all these men have knocked Dimango? Like, can't a lady and a man, be friends? I know most of you will say, oh, there's no way a lady and a man can be friends without, exchanging saliva. Like, how can't you be exchanging saliva and you're always together? Guys, these are the little details that we need to understand. Kino played a vital role in Dimango's first and second visit to Jamaica. When she met Kino, she explored Jamaica deeply. As much as she may not have, gone to all the parishes, but at least she got to know other people. Through Kino, she met Esther and most of the people that we saw Dimango creating content with while in Jamaica. Every time we would see Kino driving her. And then, they were like, oh, this lady's taking advantage of Kino. Does she fuel the vehicle? And sometimes I ask myself, who do they think Dimango is? Like, what kind of animal is Dimango? Why would she comfortably sit in a person's car and they are driven around without her, contribution? It's just as simple as that. Why do they want to complicate matters? I was listening to Black Beauty and she was like, one Toto has been knocked left and right by 7 foreigners. And these people that are opening their mouths here speaking, we don't know their private lives. We don't know what they do. We don't know how many frogs each has kissed. It is only that you want to come and judge someone harshly when your own life is private. Allegedly, this boyfriend that Dimango brought out is the man that they met in Tax and Kaikos. If you remember back then, there's this gentleman that was driving Dimango in the Tax and Kaikos. And this, there were around 2 guys. One was an African and then we had this white guy. So allegedly, that white guy is the one that has come all the way to Kenya. And guess what? Because now they want to make us see our girl as desperate. According to them, Dimango paid the ticket all the way from Tax up to Kenya. A return ticket. She's the one paying accommodation and everything just to create content with this man. How sure are you it is the same man? As much as you want to, I don't know whether to make a joke out of this matter or what is it. I have heard some saying this is a fake broke mzungu. A broke, fake, rejected mzungu. That is the only mzungu that Dimango can lay her hands on. According to Koko Mama, she was like, hey, if this is a real mzungu, like that one that has mula, why are they staying in an Airbnb? Why would they not be in a 5-star hotel, courtesy of the mzungu? Why are they there in a cheap Airbnb? Why don't we see, like a dinner, a romantic setup, a romantic dinner in one of the biggest restaurants in Nairobi? Why is it that they are walking along the streets of Nairobi, shopping, from those ladies who do sell grocery, 50 shillings, 100 shillings. What kind of mzungu is this? Aren't you the ones that have been telling us here that most Africans always feel wazungu are superior? You know, and they have money. You've always said Africans are worshipping wazungu. Why are you know, contradicting yourself? Why are you saying this is not a rich mzungu? It simply means you also worship a mzungu. Guys, these streets are so crazy. This boyfriend thing is giving people sleepless nights. And they came out there and they were saying the way they are wishing Dee all the best. She needs to settle. She needs to have a good life. She needs a man. And they wish her all the best. If you wish her all the best, bearing in mind that Dimango is a content creator, why would you sit comfortably and start mentioning 7 foreigners that Dimango has misused? And you, on the other hand, you say you are wishing her the very best. Karrot, does that make sense? Does it really make sense? If you wish someone all the best, why would you go and bring all this other negative information about them? It is what it is, and we need to tell ourselves the truth. It is not all about playing around and creating content. Guys, it is what it is. Let's move on. I was so shocked when Lady Karrot came out to tell her subscribers there's nothing that can be done to the underage girls in Korea. And it made me go back to last year and the other years. Joyce's diary came out here and said she saw 2 young girls coming out of Marwa's room late at night. Look at the naysayers. They sat in their small cabins and they were shouting all over, talking about this. They kept on calling on people to take action. They kept on, talking about this matter every day, every time, condemning this action. Now, because it is a person in their camp, suddenly they don't have the energy to come out and call out on such, bad behavior. How can you tell people there's nothing that you can do? Yes, we have communities in Kenya that still practice this. I did mention in my live stream. We have the Maasai community. We have the Pokot community. We have the Koreans. Very common. They carry out these 2 practices, FGM and early marriages. But that has never stopped activists calling out on such communities. It has never stopped educated ladies from these communities coming out to rescue girls that are being exposed to these 2 vices that I have mentioned. It has never stopped them. We can't do it at 100%, but you can do something. The same energy that you are using, praising Joyce's diary on the streets, clapping for her, expose everywhere, everyday expose. Use the same energy to call out on Mayani and Gintu. Yeah. Use the same energy. Why are you now coming out and saying there's nothing that you can do? Why do you want to confuse people on the streets? If you're honest, if you're sincere. That time, it is only that I can't bring receipts here. Guys, that time, she sat and said she was emotional. She said she's a mother to a daughter. And there are girls that she does educate. And she felt pity for these alleged girls that were coming out of this room at night. Now, what has changed? My Oga, what has changed? I need to understand, guys. Are these girls that have been mentioned by Ernest not people's kids. Are they stones? Hmm? Are they stones? So that you understand, guys, creating content sometimes, people are not intentional. Do you get it? Sometimes people are not intentional. People come out to just talk for the sake of talking. I was listening to Karrot and I was like, In fact, I think I should have touched here her voice. You know, I know she wants to bring my channel down. That one she has said it, not once. And thank you so much. You said you feed on them, and then you come and feed on us, people that are down there under the sole of your shoe. So let me react. So let me attach here some receipts. I want you to listen as we move on.
This whole thing. It's a tribe that all of these people, you know, have been believing in. I don't know why my comments are not running through. Let me, yeah, Anastasia. So, I don't know. The area chief knows this. Assistant chief knows this. The area elder knows this. The police stationed over there in Nyabohansi, all of them, they know this thing, because when you are stationed in a place, you have to learn those people's traditions and everything. So when people come in to say 1, 2, 3, you'll know how to handle that case. But again, there are other families, that the family that maybe took Gitriba in, that have dropped from that tradition, and they feel like it's not right. Let's follow the law, because according to the Kenyan law, it's not right. But some of them are still breaking the law because of this tradition. You understand? So if the parents to this girl gave out this girl to Mayani, and Mayani accepted to stay with this girl, and they're happily living together, then maybe we can't call it molestation per se. Because some people have dropped, some people have not dropped. Some people are still going on with this.
You have heard for yourself. How would a whole grown-up woman, a mother, that has a daughter, and she has said so many times there are other girls that she does help, how can she sit down and say there's nothing that we can do? We have the voice, and our voices are very powerful. If we don't speak against such, who is going to do that? If we don't condemn, because we have a platform. Karrot, you have a platform. You are a reactor with a large following. If you don't use your platform, the platform that you have, to spread this information, to spread this message, how will these girls be helped? Whether they are in Korea, whether they are in Narok, West Pokot, or wherever. And then you want to tell your subscribers, don't even think about this. It is only because the person who brought all these matters on the streets is Ernest. Because it is Ernest, you don't want to support him. But that time, guys, I don't know whether you did watch. They were all over. That matter, that was connected to Gitriba, when it was brought out, weren't they the first people that were here shouting and talking about it? And they were pushing and encouraging Gin to do this. Go, go, go. Bring information to us. What has happened? Has Gitriba been taken to jail? Has he been taken to court? They were cheering him and pushing him, supporting him, giving him money to do everything possible. But because it is Ernest, you guys are not saying anything. You guys are not saying anything. You are like, And that is why you want to come out and convince your subscribers, like this is a normal thing that takes place here in Kenya. As much as this is something that is happening, we can't keep quiet. It is our role. It is our responsibility to come out and speak about it. Personally, I'll not sit here and support any person who takes advantage of a minor. That time when they were talking about the villa party, I came out and said here, if you go and watch my videos, I said it here very categorical. I'll not sit here and support. I condemned of any underage girl that was in that party and was taken advantage of. What did I say when this girl, Anesto's sister, what is her name? When her matter was brought out here, there were so many men that were mentioned to be the potential fathers. Again, I condemned. Whether whoever brings this, such information is an naysayer or not a naysayer, I can't sit and say we can't do anything. Let's speak about it. The more we speak, the more it keeps on going and going to the right, the right people. And they're going to take this matter in hand. Look at what is happening now. As we speak, where is Mayani? As we speak, what is taking place? Guys, it is not a matter of creating content. I have said so many times, there's more to this life than creating content. Sometimes we need to speak up. We need to be sober. Whether you are the content creator or whether you are a subscriber, let a spade be called a spade, but not a big spoon. It's just as simple as that. Mayugno, there's a time he was using a child and telling people that is his own child, and they were donating to him. This lady Karrot took it upon herself to investigate and talked to that lady and brought the whole conversation on the streets to let people know that they were being taken advantage of, to let people know that these children did not belong to Mayugno. Why aren't you using the same energy to call out on Gintu? Gintu has been using his sister's children. It has been exposed. It has been well said here on the streets. Gintu is married. Gintu has no children. Do you get it? The children that he has always been showing on camera are his nieces and nephews. Yet you are not saying anything because it is Ernest that is exposing. Today I took my time. I had some free time while at work. And I watched Ernest when he was doing his live stream. That guy, people don't like him. I don't know whether they don't like him for being him or what is it. You'd see the comments in the comment section. Those that were body shaming him. Those that were telling him he's jealousy of Gintu. Those that were telling him, why has he decided to expose now? But if it was Gintu or another person bringing this information out, they would be out there clapping for them. Kudos to you, Ernest. Keep on exposing them. Don't spare them. Don't allow any person to shut you because they are body shaming you. And I've asked so many times, what is it with someone's pot belly? Like, why would it concern you? Body shaming people. People are on the streets that are so full of bile. People are miserable. Their lives are so boring. They don't have anything to do other than to come out as keyboard warriors and make people feel inferior. Body shame people. Just because you don't, support such a person. Hey, guys, we need to be very, very careful out here. Very, very careful. Because sometimes things are not the way they seem to be. There is more than what meets the eye. When the truth is told, let it be. Ernest keep on exposing and exposing them. So guys, I had forgotten to mention this. Koko Mama has challenged Dimango for them to know that she's really, really dating this guy. Like, it is a serious, relationship. Dimango should come out and kiss this man. And guys, I was like, hey, see your life, Koko Mama. You want Dimango to come and kiss with this guy on the streets of YT? Have you ever done that you yourself? Have you ever done that? What kind of challenge is that? Who told you everyone is touchy-touchy and munchi-munchi on the streets? Hey, lady, you must be out of your mind. Look at OT. Why should you suffer just to entertain your audience with those fake lashes that are very long, that couldn't even let you blink. Every time she was trying to put them in place. Hey, if that is what is called content, hands up, let it be. Hands up, let it be. If that is what you call content, to hell. Why would you suffer? Of course, I heard you saying, why is it that people are so much concerned with what you are doing, rather than them being concerned in their own tingle? You know, sitting 1 hour plus with fake, of course, they are fake lashes, very long. Her subscribers kept on asking her whether she can see. But because she needs to prove a point, and this point is just simple. According to her, when Dimango was in the Turks and Caicos, she wore lashes that made her look ugly, lashes that were not presentable. Hey, guys, if that is how proving a point is, let Mary TV be. Me, I don't want, and I don't want. Let it be. So my people, if you have come this far, have you liked this video? Please give it, it's free of charge. Don't forget to subscribe if you have never subscribed to this channel, or maybe you're coming across it for the first time. You can also check on my membership and pick a pack that is pocket friendly. Thank you so much and goodbye for now.